Are you ready?
I'm not ready.
I'm going out of town.
Me too.
I'm out of town.
Okay.
What happens?
You're out of town.
What happens when I'm out of town?
Dude, nobody's
Carlos comes and knocks on our door at Hit Network. Okay? The same man just came to his house. And Carlos says this. Hey, man. He says this to Justin and TJ because Justin and TJ were there and I was out of town. So here's what happens. Okay? What occurs? Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Let me put this up here. Hold on one second. One second. Hold on. Let me put something up. I don't think he's going to be live on YouTube. Huh?
Is that his truck? Is that a Lambo?
So, the point is, he comes to my building, knocks on my door. He says, man, I love BitBoy Crypto. Love BitBoy Crypto. Remember, I'm not there. Justin and TJ are there.
Okay.
Notice he didn't come out. He don't want to come out.
I mean, I wouldn't come out either, bro. You're fucking screaming. I don't even know what the hell's going on, but you're just fucking rambling.
Why? Because of everything he has done. What Carlos has done.
I mean, I don't know, man. You're unhinged as fuck.
So, right here, bud. So the point is, he comes and he knocks on my door at work and says, I love BitBoy Crypto. I don't know if that's what he said or not. That's what Justin and TJ told me that he said. Justin and TJ told me that Carlos came to the door and said, hey, I love BitBoy Crypto. I want to be part of this. So what happens? He goes to Justin Williams and he's
okay. Crypto influencer Ben Armstrong has been released on bail after he was arrested during the late hours of Monday after an apparent confrontation with his former business partner, part of which was live stream on X, formerly Twitter. You gotta love Twitter's new pronoun. An online record in the Gwinnett County Sheriff's Department site shows one Benjamin Charles Armstrong was arrested for loitering/prowling. Oh my goodness! And for simple assault by placing another in fear, with a bond amount of $2,600. Well, he's a crypto billionaire, right, or something? I don't know. I think the stock dropped of this BitBoy. Armstrong was apparently carrying a gun, incredible, in the backseat of the car and was traveling with one other person in a live stream snippet on X indicated. Or the stream indicated, excuse me, I'm sorry. Ben tokens floated by Armstrong earlier this year dropped 30% as reports of the arrest leaked on Tuesday. Armstrong sent a tweet acknowledging the incident. This is the hardest tweet I've ever had to make. I need to make a confession I've never imagined I would admit. I'm not even really sure if I have the courage to say it, but I'm going to do my best. Here it goes. My name is Ben, and I'm a loiterer. I did 8 whole hours in the slammer. Okay, yeah, funny. Armstrong was previously ousted from his media company, BitBoy Crypto, following a unanimous decision as per August announcement, which led to Monday's. Okay, so what did they all like? I guess he opened it up. Multiple people had. What did he found it? And then the leaders of the crypto or whatever, I guess whatever. I don't know how it works, but whatever business aspect of it decided to oust him, maybe for being fucking crazy. Yeah, there's not a whole lot on this, but I guess that's where all the frustrations come onto. Okay, cool. Let's continue.
He says, hey, did you know I'm in real tight with Mike Will Made It, okay? Mike Will Made It is a big producer, okay? He worked with Black Beatles, or, Ray Schrimmer, okay? Ear drummers, some people call them. Mannequin Challenge.
The Lamborghini in question was allegedly bought by HIT Network and given to BitBoy as an employee. When the network decided to remove Armstrong, they decided they wanted to sell the Lamborghini to recoup funds that Armstrong allegedly stole from the company. Okay, incredible. He then alleges the police. Okay, so he's alleging that they are extorting him. I mean, maybe it's true. I don't know enough about crypto. I don't care about crypto because I think it's like just weird. But okay.
We also have Miley Cyrus, Wiz Khalifa, Michael.
Is that how big this crypto is? What the fuck?
He's a great producer. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say a lot of stuff about Mike Will Made It, but I don't believe a bit of it. I believe Carlos has made it all up. I don't think Mike Will Made It needs any hate for this, or his dad. Oh, yeah. He was involved in this too.
Free Mike.
I think these are actually maybe good people.
Yeah, free Mike. Free Michael.
I talked to one of Carlos's associates, and they told me they had no idea he was doing this stuff. No idea he was doing this stuff. No idea. So what happens is...
I mean, maybe he wasn't doing those things and you're just going fucking ballistic. And that's why they had no idea, because it's not true. I don't know.
I got to keep looking over my back. I thought this is the guy that killed people. That's the guy that killed people. Where's he at? Here I am telling the whole story. So Mike Will Made It invests in Vimeo. Between Mike Will Made It, between Carlos, and between Mike Will's father, they invested $1 million into Vimeo. Or so I was told by the people that have been cooking my books the entire time, apparently, from what I understanding. Mike Will Made It.
Was one of the allegations that this guy like money laundering? Is that what he's talking about, cooking his books?
According to Carlos, is a killer. Carlos says that Mike Will made it and his dad want me dead. They want to kill me. Okay? So he shows up in my building.
Okay.
He starts talking about all these people he's involved with. Explains to me that one of the first things Carlos does, well, at first he comes in, he's friends, went to a football game with me, went to a baseball. Waka Flocka comes to my building. Love Waka Flocka. Great guy. I don't think he has anything to do with this. Love Waka Flocka. Great guy.
Okay.
From what I think, from what I know. Okay? And I thought Carlos was a good guy. Turns out not. Okay. So what happens is they start bringing in all these investors. Every time he talks to me, he pulls somebody up on his phone, he's like, look at this person. I could get this person invested in this.
Okay.
A lot of different people. He claims that he works directly for the head of the Houston Mafia, which, guys, it's not a surprise. I'm not doxing anybody. It's James Prince. James, I have nothing against you. I don't know.
What? I don't know, man. Listen, me personally, I don't think that I would go around effectively starting confrontations with the Mafia. That's just my advice. That's just me personally. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe, unless I was the police, I guess. But outside of that, I don't know what are you babbling about? Why would you talk about this? Yeah, I know this guy is really big into the Mafia. Oh, that's call that private information. We don't need to know that. You don't need to know that. And if you do know that, you don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know what you've done. I don't know what your association with Carlos is, but Carlos is out here telling people that you ordered him to kill people. Okay? Just so you guys know. Mike Will, Carlos is here on your behalf saying that you are telling him to kill me. Okay? Saying James Prince from the Houston Mafia is threatening to kill me. Or, I'm sorry, excuse me, that he's killed people for them. Okay? So the point here is this. Okay? Is that what happens is Carlos just gets more and more and more involved in the daily business of what's happening, okay, with BitBoy Crypto and with Vumio specifically. Notice, what was the threat? What was the blackmail? What was the extortion that I was told that I needed to do in order to get my company back by Carlos? Not on that phone call, on a different phone call. All I had to do was walk back what I said about Justin Williams, what I said about Justin Williams and Vumio, and I will not do it. I did it then. Why? Because he threatened to kill me. Carlos threatened to kill me. A guy that works for the Mafia threatened to kill me. Crypto.
So is any of this real? Like, I mean, maybe this happened, or is this guy just a? Because I don't know. This guy is. I mean, I guess if he thinks he's gonna die, this would be how you deal with it. I don't know. What the fuck? Imagine all this is true, and we just think that this guy's babbling on. There's no idea what he's talking about. But he maybe he's just going through it mentally. Maybe he's feeling the pain.
Blood, you are such a.
That's what happened. You can't take a Lambo from a man. You can't take a man's Lambo.
Bitch, bro. I cannot believe Crypto Blood goes on to Crypto Blood calls Carlos, or Carlos calls Crypto Blood and talks to him. And after Crypto Blood, I thought you were street smart, bro. Bro, I thought you had some smarts. You don't mean in your body if you can listen to this scammer here, Carlos Diaz, the man that has my Lamborghini, the man that extorted me for my Lamborghini, the man.
I'm not understanding the Lamborghini thing. So was that like a company car? Is that what it was? Because how would they be able to get the vehicle back unless it was like a company vehicle? Bro, don't fight me. Don't do it. How would he be able to get it back unless it was a company vehicle and he was able to? That's the only thing I could think of.
Who death threatened me, took my Lamborghini.
Yeah.
This is who you're with. They told me
not
that
Lambo,
defensive
bro.
end. Let me tell you what Carlos said. Charles Grant used to play for Georgia, played for the Saints. Charles Grant, apparently, Carlos told me that on the last day of the season, before you got your big contract, that Carlos paid off with the Mafia one of the offensive linemen for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And on the last day of the season, the offensive lineman, because he was involved, they had leverage and they extorted him as well. He had to let Charles Grant get all these sacks at the end of the season. So what happens?
So you're saying that he fixed the game? Maybe. I guess that's possible. Okay.
Charles Grant gets the sacks. Okay. And he has 5 sacks on the last day of the season. You guys look this up. I haven't looked it up. I don't know if it's true or not. I'll tell you what he told me. Okay. And I hate to throw a Georgia dog under the bus, but he is a Saint. So sorry, Charles. Okay. Charles Grant's been in our building filming stuff. I know he knows him. Okay. Charles Grant, formerly Georgia.
You know what though? If the Mafia did actually put a hit on this guy, and he decided to do an unhinged live stream rant, this would decentivize the Mafia from taking care of him right now. Because now if they do it, excuse me, it's kind of obvious. It's a little obvious now. It's like, you know what I mean? You got to wait. Now you have to give it a moment. You have to take a little chill pill and be like, okay, we're going to have to wait. This guy's going on. He's babbling on. If we take care of him now, everyone's going to think it's us. So that actually, this might actually be the most genius strategy in the entire world. He might actually be this might be a next level IQ play. I don't know though. So
Bulldogs, New Orleans Saints. Okay, so what happens is that on the last day of season.
Hey, Papa, if you need to know anything about football, I'm here to help. And yes, I do yell at my wife. Okay, well, you sound like probably the most reputable person to talk to about football. You seem like you click all the boxes for the average football player.
The offensive lineman, because of extortion and leverage, and go look up when Charles Grant got his big contract, and you'll see what year it was. And our football fans, you guys can look it up. He tells me the offensive lineman, because of leverage, lets Charles Grant get 5 sacks. And it leads to him having an incredible sack talent. If you guys don't watch football, having 5 sacks is hard to do for a season.
I don't know what that
he got it in 1 game. And then he got the biggest defensive end contract in history right afterwards. This is what Carlos does, guys.
Oh, don't fight me.
Crypto Blood is talking about, why are you scared of this guy? What he's talking about, oh, there's a death threat? There's a death threat to you? And there's no way you believe it. I will tell you guys what.
Okay, tell me.
Guys.
Yeah?
I have legitimately been scared for my life for weeks. Okay. And what I told
sounds scary.
The people who I told I was coming over here, I said, come hell or high water, if Carlos Diaz comes out of his house and tries to kill me live on YouTube, then it's just gonna have to be what it's gonna be, Carlos, because I am not scared of you anymore. Here I am on Berkeley Lane,
okay,
in Duluth, Georgia,
okay,
in front of Carlos's house. I go knock on the door, and you know what he does? He turns and he runs.
What's everybody saying about this video? I will say one thing: if somebody's like, "Oh, I work for the Mafia," and they told me to kill you, I feel like it's not true because you wouldn't hear them coming, you know. But what is people saying about this video? Because I feel like I might believe him. I might believe some of what he's saying. Not all of it. Well, it's possible. Maybe he's right. Maybe this is just next level IQ.
Because he's a pussy.
Oh, got him.
This man has single-handedly brought down my entire business. This
Papa, a sack is when someone tackles the quarterback before he throws a football to a wide receiver who is a play. He catches the ball. Wow, thanks. I really needed to know that. That helps me a little bit. Cool. Pretty pogger.
Man, this is the one who TJ and Justin hired. Oh, no,
okay.
I'm sorry, excuse me. He's not paid. Because let's start getting brass tacks here.
Okay.
People were saying, Ben hired Carlos. No, guys. Carlos doesn't get paid by the company.
Right.
He's in because of his investments. Carlos Diaz is not technically an employee of Hit Network or Vimeo. He acts on behalf of Justin and of TJ Shed. Justin Williams and TJ Shed. This is their guy. This is their guy, Carlos Diaz. Okay? And what happens is he starts.
I keep saying the name Carlos Diaz. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm a little tired. He keeps saying the name Carlos Diaz, and it's like, you know, I get he's trying to reinforce that Carlos Diaz is a bad guy and whatnot, but how many fucking Carlos Diazes are there in the world? I couldn't come up with a more common fucking name. Okay? I feel like Carlos Diaz? What the fuck? That's like I'm just saying. I'm saying.
On their behalf because of his financial interest, because of his.
I know like 3, unironically. So.
Investment into Vimeo. And they told me, Carlos told me if I did not make that video walking back what I said about Justin when he pumped and dumped Bambi, and guys, I got the text message. I'll show you guys a text message at some point where Justin begs me to pump Bambi and I say no. And you guys will see this is all true, everything I'm saying.
Bambi.
It looks like it's 25 verse 1 here. Everybody that's with the company is on their side, and that's okay. Because guess what? All 25 people are...
What is pumping? Is that like an illegal or a manipulative thing in crypto where you like pump something and is it a pump and dump, right? I've heard that before. I know words. I know words.
All 25 of them are crooks. And people are starting to understand what has really happened here. Okay? And the point is, Carlos Diaz works as an agent for Hit Network and for Vimeo, both of whom are getting sued.
Gotcha. Okay.
At every turn, Carlos is trying to pretend like he's my friend. He says, I'm your friend, Ben. I love your channel. I love your content. Man, you made me so much money. That's what he says. Okay? That's what he says.
That's crazy.
To try to butter me up. To make me believe he's on my side. Meanwhile, and look, let me talk about Altcoin Daily for a second.
Yeah, talk about him. Let's hear it.
I still can't believe Crypto Blood is such an idiot.
That's what I've been saying. I've been saying that for years, brother. I've been saying that for years.
Listen to Carlos Diaz, guys. Did you hear Carlos on the phone?
Yeah.
Did you hear?
I did.
It's organized crime. I just told you who he says he's with. He claims he works with the BMF.
I don't know what that is. Big motherfuckers. Woo! You know what's interesting? Somebody had mentioned this. I thought it was interesting about The Sopranos, and I've watched some of it. I haven't finished it. I need to rewatch it, frankly, because it's a pretty good show. But it talks about how that's basically on the decline of the mafia. They're not in their super strongest spot. They're kind of weak, which is I think true now, more true now than ever been before. I mean, they're weaker than they used to be, of course. At least that's undisputable. And I just think that's interesting to have that kind of a interesting perspective on it. Talking about like the decline when they're trying to, there's like the whole scene where they're trying to take over like basically the Starbucks, and they're like, we can't give you money, because we don't have the facilities for that. We don't have the facilities to give you money. Oh, I'm not supposed to be over here.
The Black Mafia, either the Black Mafia BMF has taken over my building, or Carlos Diaz is working solely, and he's using his contacts within the Black Mafia to make it seem like he's someone significant, a significant player.
The fuck is the Black Mafia? Is it like a mafia full of black people, or is it just call themselves the Black Mafia? I don't really get it. I don't even want to know. That doesn't mean anything to me. Okay.
He claims, go look on Twitter. Go see the video.
Don't ask questions.
That I posted on Twitter of Bob Arum, a boxing promoter, discussing what occurred when a bunch of thugs went into Floyd Mayweather's gym and beat up everybody in the gym with baseball bats.
Yeah.
Okay. Under the command of James Prince, and once again, that's public. I'm not doxing anything he's done. I don't know anything James Prince. I don't even know James Prince. I just know what he says.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you that Carlos, by the way, guys, hey, James, Carlos is telling people who killed Takeoff, and he's also telling people who killed the guy who killed Takeoff. Okay. It's a lot of talking, guys. It's a lot of talking. Yeah. And that's for you guys.
It does sound like a lot of talking. It does.
He's got loose lips, extremely loose lips. He will say anything.
You do.
He also said, let's talk about Maxine Waters. You guys know Maxine Waters? The congresswoman from California.
What the fuck, Maxine Waters? What
the
fuck?
I want to be very clear here. What Carlos told me is false, I believe. I don't think well, when you listen to how idiotic it sounds, this will make sense to you, okay?
Okay.
And guys,
I mean, this whole thing sounds idiotic as it is. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, this one thing I'm about to tell you is going to sound fucking idiotic. Thank you for letting me know what I'm supposed to find idiotic. Because I don't think I would. I'm just fucking confused. But it's like a good confusion. I'm having fun,
There is no cool, calm, and collected for me. I'm emotional. These people have tried to destroy my life, and I'm standing up for it, and I'm saying, no more, right. Carlos!
Yeah,
no
Carlos.
More. I'm not accepting it. And the point is,
I think the craziest part is that hundreds of years ago, this guy would have been like the leader of the Viking Empire. You know what I mean? Like just unhinged, fucking screaming. And he might even be right. They'd call him passionate. They'd say Odin chose him. It's crazy how far we've come,
Is what he says. You have to understand what happened between me. And look how scared he is. He ain't come out. He won't come out. He won't show his face. He won't show his face. Okay? But the point is, he tells me, you have to understand what happened between me and Ben.eth. Okay?
Who?
Ben, of Ben's Bencoin.
What?
And I had the loyalty, and I had the liquidity pool. Guys, it was an even exchange. Okay?
Just like in the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, right?
Cassie, the Duchess of DeFi. Everybody knows. The most elite, most exclusive. Everybody knows. Okay? Cassie is talking with Ben.eth. Ben and I really get into it because, and I'll be honest with you, me and Ben are working things out behind the scenes. I have absolutely nothing against Ben.eth. Okay? Hold on.
I mean, if you're working out behind the scenes, I don't think you should be talking about it, brother. I think you should kind of keep it to yourself, though.
Watch out in case this is actually...
Oh, God, it's
got to make sure that I can get some protection if I need it.
Oh.
Okay.
Matt, I personally use the Magnum protection because it's the only fit that's comfortable for me. Some people call it a gift. I call it a curse.
What you guys see? When I see a car coming down the street, I have to think about protecting myself.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at, guys. This is not paranoia.
I feel the same way every time that I'm inside of the middle of a road. I gotta protect myself from getting hit by the car.
This is not a crazy person. This is not someone who is erratic. This is not someone who is on drugs. This is someone who has been in the fear for his life for too long.
Yep, I feel you. Same.
And now, somebody just texted me said they're going to call cops. I will really enjoy.
I would too.
The cops coming here. I really enjoy. I really enjoy.
You know what? It's interesting. That one girl, I think her name was Megan. She really enjoyed the cops coming in general. You remember the girl? She slept with everybody in her department.
So the fact is that me and Ben are having problems. We're trying to work things out behind the scenes, and this is going to work into this politician. Okay, so the fact that what happens is Cassie is trying to negotiate with Ben.eth, okay? You guys got nothing to do with you. It's this guy. Thank you. So the point is what's occurring is Cassie's trying to negotiate with Ben.eth to make the exchange. That's all I want is the exchange. Yeah, I asked Ben.eth, could he send me some extra Ethereum for the reputational damage he caused me? I did. He'll tell you that. Ben.eth will tell you that. I asked for extra ETH. Okay. I think it was 300 ETH for the reputational damage that Ben.eth caused me. It was not extortion. It was an even trade. He sent the Ben coin. I sent the loyalty and the liquidity pool. And Ben said...
So they sent you money, or I guess a fucking poopy coin, whatever the fuck it's called, as recompense for destroying your reputation? Okay. So then why the fuck are you melting down? If you feel like you've gotten your... you feel like you've gotten it back, so to speak. Let me invite this guy up. We'll be friends.
No to the other theory. And we were trying, but we were still trying to work out an agreement. Cassie was in the middle trying to work out this negotiation between me and Ben. And what happens is, the next morning, I go into work and things between me and Ben.eth are extremely tense. Extremely tense, okay? Now, all of this is gonna make sense to you guys here in just a minute. Everything that happened is gonna make sense. Guys, I don't have to be prepared because I'm just telling you exactly what happened, okay? So, imagine if Carlos calls the police on me for standing outside of his house. I thought the Mafia is not supposed to call the police. Maybe I could be wrong. So what occurs is that the next morning at work, Carlos comes to me and he starts getting very intimidating, okay? And he starts talking about all of the money that he's lost with Bitcoin. He told me that he bought $300,000 worth of Bitcoin.
Or maybe the whole goal of this is to reduce the value of the Ben coin, because it did that. And so he's having this unhinged rant as a way to reduce confidence in the coin. Huh? I mean, maybe that's what this is. I don't know.
For Percy Miller, that's Master P, okay? I know this is crazy, guys, but this is all true, and I don't know if he bought it for these people.
I'm lost too. Listen, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I'm enjoying the ride.
He's got all these people on speed dial. I have Master P's number, okay? So he buys all this money for Master P, or all this Bitcoin, and the price plummets. The price is dropping, so he's mad. This is where he's getting I don't know where he's getting $3.2 million that he wants to not kill me over, but what he's doing here is he is basically setting up how much money he has lost. How much money he's lost because of Bitcoin. And of course, he blames me for it, but he actually blames Ben.eth. And he says this to me. He goes, Ben.eth's a problem. He said, I'm going to have to go solve that problem. That's what this man tells me. Remember, the death threats. The death threats. So what occurs is he tells me, he says, hey man, there's no worries about this. We can definitely do this because I'm in with the FBI. He says, I have an FBI agent that works at the Atlanta office. I want you guys to think about how effed up all this is. He says, I've got an officer, an agent at the Atlanta office named Rico. What coincidence, when you look up Agent Rico, you can't find it because of the Rico
What the fuck is this?
So what occurs is, Rico comes back and says, man, this is a bad guy, this Ben.eth. He's lived in like 9 houses in 5 years. He's a bad, nobody would ever invest money with this guy, but he knows where he is. Carlos tells me he's going to go out there to solve the Ben.eth problem. Okay, now what does that mean? I don't know what that means. All I know is we're trying to negotiate. But he takes it into his, here come the police, guys. Here come the police. Here come the police. Here they are. Here they are. Here's the police. Here's the police. Police are here, guys. So we'll have to talk to him here in a second. Here's the point. He goes out there. He doesn't even go out there. He pays someone to take pictures in front of Ben.eth's house, okay? And then he tells them.
How cut up has this been? Because has he really only been there for 20 minutes and the cops are already called? That's fucking impressive response time. Nah, he's been there for a while, right? Because it's now dark out. Yeah.
I better hurry up quickly here.
Yeah,
he told me he went out there and roughed up Ben.eth, fought him and beat him up, and Maxine Waters, a politician, told him to kill Ben.eth with a fentanyl syringe. Hey guys.
Why would he admit any of this to you? Sounds like whatever guy this guy was talking to he must be talking to Hulk Hogan for all the lies he's been spewing. Why would this guy go around telling you all these deep-seated government corruption aspects? I just feel like it's just on that face value. I mean, that has to be like super loose-lipped, no?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, do me a favor?
Yep.
Hey, stop.
Hey, how's it going?
Stop.
Oh, stop.
Does he have a fanny pack on? It looks like he has a fanny pack on, but he's wearing like a satchel. Not a bad look.
Do
you have a weapon on you?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I do not.
So
I have one in my vehicle, but I do not have a weapon on me.
Okay.
Okay.
Do me a favor. Take out your whatever fanny pack.
I'm sorry, I reached too fast. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay.
Put your phone down.
Okay.
My thing is that if you have the weapon in his car, here's my thing. If a police officer asks you like, "Hey, do you have a weapon on you?" and they asked the question, what you want, I think, this is my best advice, is what you want to do is very quickly grab for it and give it to them. So you want to grab it and just like, here, you know? This way you can give it to them, then they'll know that you're safe because you're handing them the firearm or the weapon or whatever it is. You just want to, as fast as possible, you want to comply. Anytime that the police officers like, pull you over, I keep my wallet in my glove compartment, and they'll say license and registration, because this way, if I ever do get pulled over, it's right there. It's easy. I'm all for cops' convenience, and I'll pop open my glove compartment. I kind of just shift over, and I pop it open, and I kind of grab it out there really quick, and I right to the officer. You know, personally, I like to do it when he's off guard, so that he's like really surprised. He's like, "Oh wow! Like, thanks for giving me this before I've even asked for it." That was my advice, and I've never had a problem. So,
Okay, I'll put the phone down. Okay.
Put the phone.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Put the phone down.
Put the fanny pack down.
Okay.
What's going on?
What's going on?
put the fanny
This
pack.
man inside of this house.
Actually, he's gonna check you real quick.
Absolutely.
Just the weapons.
I'm sorry. I have a. Okay. Okay. Yep. No weapons. No
Where in
weapons.
the car is your gun?
It's in the back seat.
Back seat?
Yep.
Is anybody else in the car?
Yes, there's somebody in the car.
Who's in the car?
Who's in the car?
Tell me. Who?
What's that?
Who's in your car?
Who's in my car?
Yes.
Okay. Let's.
Who's in your car?
Who's in my car?
Who's in your truck, sir?
Why is he having such a hard time responding to this question? Who's in the fucking car?
Cassie is in my car. Cassie's in my
All
truck.
right, Cassie.
Cassie's in my truck. My wife knows that we're here, by the way. She knows we came to do this. But my wife is aware. So we're live on YouTube right now.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, wait. There's a subplot. We just got hit with the dirtiest subplot in the world. All right, so he was apprehensive about saying who was in the vehicle with him, and then he says it was a girl, Cassie. Now I don't know the story, but then he made sure that we knew that Cassie, that his wife knew about this, which leads me to believe that Cassie is a suspicious character. And Ben is also a suspicious character for interacting with Cassie, who I don't even know who the fuck that is. You know? Is this a new subplot? Have you been cheating on your wife, Benjamin? Huh? I'm a little suspicious right now. I'm a little suspicious.
Okay.
We got about 2,500 people watching. So Cassie's a girl I had an affair with. She's involved in the situation with me and this guy here. My wife knows.
I knew it.
We were just at my daughter's tennis match. Cassie and I have.
I feel like his wife does not know because he got very anxious and nervous. I would have lied. I would have said a random name. I wouldn't have been there. So
We're here because this man is extorting me. He's death threatening me. He stole my Lamborghini. My Lamborghini is in his garage right now.
oh my
In
Lambo,
his garage.
Lamberdingle.
Okay.
He stole my Lamberdingy.
Yeah, she's in the back.
She's in the back of it. She's in the trunk. I got her captured there.
I'm not sure.
I bet money she doesn't know either, dude. I'll bet 1 Ethereum Bitcoin. Damn.
Okay, sure.
Lodged a sex doll in the car. Interesting. Is that cheating? I don't know. I'll ask my wife.
Knows you're with me now. I had to say it on YouTube. I had to. They kept asking me. I had to say it. It's fine.
Damn. She was trying to keep it private too, dude. This is fucking suspicious as hell, bro. It's like a fucking Among Us character right now. Holy shit. Something sussy's going on, dude. Too bad I can't kill that guy now. Because those fucking assholes attacked me. You have the right to remain handsome.
I'll be right there, ma'am. The man in there is who you need. Carlos Diaz. That's me.
Carlos Diaz.
That's fine. That's fine. You can take it. Absolutely. Yeah, no worries.
Ah, plot twist. He's actually there for a threesome with Carlos, though. Ben, Carlos, and Cassiopeia, where the fuck her name was. Do you think that there's the Matrix being... trust me, the bit boy. Yeah, I think the Matrix arrested this guy, because clearly he's in the right. I don't know what's going on, but I trust him. I trust him, dude. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
So long story, but basically, what brought me here today is basically tell Carlos I'm not scared. He's threatening to kill me.
What are you here today? Basically, I'm not afraid of this guy, Carlos. Fuck this guy, you know?
So what happened was, he gave me a death threat. Or if I didn't sign it over to him on my, it was supposed to be kind of, what's supposed to be my name. My company sent him to my house in order to sign over the Lamborghini, and then he stole it. Under duress, I signed it, but the Georgia Department of Revenue was already frozen. I think you guys can look this up.
I'm confused. He had to sign the Lamborghini over. There's something else going on here. So his argument is that he was forced to sign over the Lamborghini, but it makes more sense that it was if it was property of like the business or something, like it was a company car. I don't know. Who cares? Because even company cars, I believe, you still get. It still goes under your name. I'm pretty sure that's how it worked for my mom. At least she used to get like a company car. Nothing. She didn't get a fucking Lambo. She get like a minivan or something, or like a nice Ford Edge. Not a bad car. But it would go under her name. She never got fired or quit, so I don't know the specifics of how that would work. But I imagine that they would still go under your name, so that makes sense to me. Maybe I'm wrong.
This man has my $350,000 Lamborghini in his garage, and I am not. I mean, I'm not breaking in. I'm not trying to get it. But I'm here to let him know that I know that he has my Lamborghini. And it's
well, I'm pretty sure he knows, though.
Right now about the Lamborghini and explain the entire situation.
Dude, come on. Are you fucking seriously gonna gank me here?
So after I was done live streaming, I was gonna call you guys to come out so I can file the police because the Lamborghini's
Okay, well, that's the end of the video. Okay. I'm pretty sure at this point, I don't think that... Yeah, listen, that's everything else on the screen is just black. I think that's pretty much the entire thing. At least everything that we're going to take a look at. We watched half the video. I mean, I think it's just him recapping what's going on with the police, and that's pretty much where the value of the video ends. So, okay, that was something.